Hello guys, this is Diksha Sajdev from BloggersIdeas, and today I'm going to do a detailed review of the Poker Strategy Masterclass course by Phil Ivey. But first, let me do a quick introduction to this Masterclass platform. Masterclass is a course website where you get to learn about varied subjects. What sets it apart from other educational websites is that Masterclass is a curated course platform that is taught by the leading experts of the given industry. So it has two pricing structures. If you're looking into taking only one particular course, then you can pay for $90 and get a lifetime access for that specific one. Or you can opt for an all-access pass where you can pay for $180 annually and access as many courses as you wish for. I would really advise you to go for the second option, as the content in this platform is simply exceptional and it is really hard to choose any one particular course. You would like to learn and know more about the courses and the knowledge that is shared by their instructors. But if you're looking into only one particular course and you're sure about it, then go for the $90 option and get a lifelong access for that specific one. So just to show you a quick overview of the Masterclass homepage, here's the profile community where you can start a discussion on any course or topic or network with fellow students who have signed up for these courses. You can also gift an all-access pass to your friend or family member who can benefit from Masterclass courses. It'll be like giving the gift of education and experience to your loved one. Also, you can access courses which deal in various topics and choose which one would you like to learn or which instructor would you like to listen to. So that was all about the Masterclass homepage. Now coming back to our Masterclass course about poker strategy with Phil Ivey and whether it is worth it for you or not, let's get started. Phil Ivey was at one time regarded as the best all-round poker player in the world, and his illustrious career speaks for himself. A 10-time World Series bracelet winner, a World Poker Tour champion, and a finalist in 9 World Poker Tour. Now that's a mark of a poker player who has been consistent in his understanding of the game and continuously adapting to different situations every year. This masterclass is all about poker strategy. Do you know how to play poker? Yes? Cool, but do you know the tips and tricks to become a professional poker player? This course offers you an insight into some quality tips and tricks from the man himself, Phil Ivey. He will guide you through almost every situation you will ever go through while making decisions at a poker table and give you some exceptional advices which will help you outsmart your opponents and grab the pot to take it home. This masterclass on poker strategy is divided into 3 sections, all emphasizing on a critical aspect to the game. The first section is dedicated to the pre- and post-flop strategy. We sit down with Phil as he explains us the scenarios that you are most likely to go through once before and after the flop round. A keynote to take out of this session is the importance of your position at the table. Your place is related to the situations that you will face in different rounds. Having a stable position at the table always helps you to supervise the moves that others are making and help you get an upper hand on the competition. Phil also teaches you how to defend your blinds in this session successfully. The next session starts with Phil describing us different tactics he personally uses to raise the stakes and reduce the risk. Every now and then Phil likes to overbet. He tells other betting tactics as well. He says that you need to bet the right amount to reel your opponent in and keep him calling your bet. He explains a situation where he feels betting 1/3 of the pot amount is about the right time to minimize the risk and increase the bet. Another incredible skill any poker player can add to his arsenal is bluff catching. Bluff catching is all about reading the game and your opponents. This session has Phil describe these exact moves while reacting to a video of him using them in the past. I'm sure you have heard a lot about bluffing in poker. This next session is all about that. Phil explains how bluff can change the tempo of the hand. Bluffing is all about over and under reacting to a bet or a round. He gives us detailed descriptions of using bluffs in any situation. This session gives you tips on how to perform a solid bluff. Even a simple thing as knowing how many chips your opponent has can wreak havoc midway of your bluff proceedings. In the fourth session, Phil describes how to succeed in a post-flop round. He says it's important that you create mistakes and not make them. See what kind of moves your opponents are making, and are they bluffing a lot? Are they creating silly mistakes? Every single characteristic you can associate with your opponents is going to be beneficial to you in the end. The longer the hand gets played, the more mistakes are bound to happen. Every situation you will happen to come under the post-flop round is described and answered for in this session. Continuing with his teachings on the post-flop round, Phil describes some advanced things in this session. He says that it is important that you wait for the opportunity to go all in. But what's more important is to know when to shut it down so that you don't end up losing more money than you expected to. He also says that once the river is played, you must not commit foolish mistakes which might cost you the game. He describes how he has had analyzed moves of his opponents in the past. The way he had minimized the risk of getting into a dicey situation is just remarkable. In the final session of this informative section, Phil takes a dive into the world of deep stacked poker. He thinks deep stacked hands are still very complex to play. You need to always analyze the threat related to the pair you have and then make your move. He gives his review of his hand that he played against his opponent Antonio in a deep stacked poker game. Again, the skill of Phil Ivey to read the game and the opponents is just insane. He has all the possibilities mapped out in his mind and then plans the least risky yet high awarding move to play. The following section is all about getting into your opponent's head. In the first session, Phil explains why he thinks poker is the most mentally demanding game to play. You must remain aware of your opponents and the progressions of the game at all times. Phil believes that you need to make decisions out of logic and not emotions. Control what you can. Pick up tells that other opponents are handing you out. You might get unlucky every now and then, but to become a better player, you need to indulge into a mental warfare with your opponent and try to crack their code. The second session, titled Table Images and Tells, has Phil explain that counting on assumptions and making moves is a very bad thought. He says that you need to adjust according to your opponents. Every human is different. Every mind works in a different way. Knowing what mentally your opponent possesses is crucial to your success in the game. Again, recorded plays made by Phil Ivey do justice to the facts provided by him. The final session of this wonderful masterclass is dedicated to taking your game to the next level. In the first session, Phil shares his rules of success in the world of poker. He says that you can only become a better player by playing with the players who are better than you, just like any other sport. Having ideals and watching their techniques pays off well. You must be able to adapt, improvise, and overcome every opponent and situation that poker throws at you. One way of analyzing and improving your game, according to Phil, is to imagine if the hand was reversed. Would your opponent or you end up losing as much money as you did? Would you change your bet and your thought process while you're at it? All these practices eventually lead you to becoming a better poker player. This session has Phil take a look back at his 20s when he was making big money. He says that he has made some terrible decisions like buying expensive stuff that he does not really need today. He says that with the amount of money he was making and the media coverage that he was getting, he had a really tough time dealing with all of it. He encourages youngsters to start playing poker and enjoy every minute of it. In the end, he says that once you start making money off of playing, don't let it get to your head. Poker is still a very high-risk game involving money. Enjoy, but be cautious. What? You thought it was over? I don't think so. A special bonus class is provided at the very end where Phil teaches us how to play the 7 stud. He remembers playing this game with his granddad, who never really allowed him to play poker. You might be wondering, why are we learning about this variation of the card game? According to Phil, playing different variations would help you identify opportunities in poker and win small pots. A visual description of how the game is played is provided, and all the rules of engagement are given in the workbook provided for this masterclass. If you have been playing poker for some time now and are good at the understanding and proceedings of this game, this masterclass is for you. Being an intermediate player, you would be able to grasp all the new tricks provided in the masterclass and apply them to your game. With enough visual aids provided alongside, understanding Phil's critical thinking would not be a tough task for you. This masterclass provides with nothing but the best perspective towards how the game of poker is played and understood by the professionals. Some of the pros of this masterclass are detailed sessions with videographic elements for ease of understanding, amazing analysis of past hands played by Phil Ivey, and just the right amount of logical knowledge and mental training provided. Although I'm not much of a poker player, I still found this masterclass very intriguing. I battled to relate to new terms, but with good research, I was able to enhance my poker knowledge. Now I can successfully play and participate in any sort of poker related activity happening around me. This masterclass has really got me interested in poker as a competitive sport, and I would really learn more about this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We would love to hear your thoughts for the same in the comment section below. Also, I would highly recommend the Poker Strategy Masterclass course by Phil Ivey, and if you wish to pursue this course, you can find all the details in the description box below. Also, if you really like this review, then please like and share this video. And for more such reviews, do not forget to subscribe to our channel. And one last thing before I leave, click on the bell icon and stay notified of whenever we post. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye.